Mina-san. It's Morgan Strong Komnick here for our Patreon monthly Q&A / kind of doing something a little bit different today. I apologize. I'm going to be stuffy. There's been a lot of sickness going around, especially at my school. I think at one point we had like 14 out of 150 kids in our building, and then about almost half of our teachers out. And I hung on pretty long, but I guess it's my turn. I don't feel terrible, but I definitely need to be taking some rest and everything. So school wants me to just kind of take care of myself today and tomorrow, and also not get my kids sick, which I appreciate. So if my voice sounds kind of wonky, I apologize. And this is, of course, Q&A where I plan to be reading stuff. So we'll see how that goes. But please feel free to ask questions during what we're doing tonight about anything and everything. Book writing, Patreon stuff, the Kickstarter, which is coming up in almost a month, and been taking a lot of my time and work. But I think it's going to be awesome. Random things, nerdy things, what I'm watching, how many chapsticks are randomly in my coat pocket behind me. So yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun. Hello there. Is that you, Kat? I'm not good with nicknames all the time. And my hair is like, my frizzies at the top are doing good today, but that's okay. So we'll wait just a couple more minutes for people to come and join. Because we did say about 8, but sometimes people are late. Oh, I got this one here. It's going to drive me batty. But I hope you guys are staying healthy and doing well. Considering. If you're having trouble commenting on here, then go ahead and you can comment me on Facebook or Messenger, and I will relay the message to everyone else. Awesome. I thought that was you, girl. Hope you're doing good. Glad I got to catch you on a Thursday because I know you work a lot of Wednesdays when we do them normally. So I'll try to alternate between Wednesdays and Thursdays. So some people can't do Wednesdays. Some people can't do Wednesdays, some people can't do Thursdays. It gets a little nuts. I try to accommodate everybody. All that fun stuff. I'm going to text a couple people to say that I'm on. So I promise I'm not being rude. I will be answering people, of course. It's a normal procedure that we do. Because even though we live in a world of reminders, I feel like we forget things. And I'm definitely included in that. I know, Kat. You're one of my favorite people ever. I'm so glad you're here. I miss you, girl. We've got to hang out. Like, I love hanging out with you at a con, but we got to just, do a girls' day or something. That would be fabu. I mean, if you want to, of course. Kat is an amazing artist, guys, if you don't know. She actually is doing the alternate cover that is going to be one of the prizes for Kickstarter that you can purchase. So we can finish raising the funds for the audiobook, which I am super pumped about. Trying to at least get a few people that said they were remotely interested, or were able to, of course. Aw, you're so sweet. I'm lucky I have such amazing people that support me and are just awesome in general. Oh. Hi, Joe. How are you, bud? Just kind of updating a few peeps real quick on what's going on. Like anybody who read the message. If not, then you guys can have fun trying to beat each other in the challenge that I have tonight. Like I said, Joe, if you guys got any questions during this, please interrupt me. That is totally fine. Book stuff, nerd stuff, life stuff. I got whatever crud's going around, so I apologize. My home building has been hit hard, so I was one of the last ones to get it. So I guess I'm pretty fortunate. Oh gosh, and with lupus, unfortunately, it's just something that happens really easily with autoimmune. Oh, pardon me. I'm sorry, guys. Frozen 2. I like Frozen 1 a lot better, personally, but that's just me. But I'm glad you guys are having some family time. That's always good. I see. Oh, hi, Amber. How are you, hun? Girl, I miss you. You are like just the light of my life, one of them. So I hope you know that. Amber and I have very similar aesthetics. We're either like, she's a little more than I am, but we could be like wearing the dark stuff, talking about fun witchy stuff. And then we have pink frou stuff that we like too. So that is definitely us. Oh. I got a few people who are coming on as well. I will give you guys a little bit update. So we do have our 3 exclusive items for just you guys on Patreon. We've got the roses that are from sections of the book. So I make those myself. They are double-sided. You can pick from either the Hunter or the Bringer or the Monsters Immortal book. Or I can pick a scene for you, and then I will make a pretty big rose for you. Curl them, make it look like a Cherokee rose, which is significant in the second book. If you haven't gotten that far, it's not really spoiling much. So I make those from hand. You can make them short stem, long stem, and then there'll be a red string of fate tied to them with a little note from or quote from the book that goes with it for you guys. I believe those are $8, I believe. I'll have to look it up. But if you want one, let me know. And then we also have, of course, the 2 organizations, the Hunter and the Bringer, big organization stickers made by my artist, Susie Zhang. The bronze one is for the Bringers, and the silver is for the Hunters. They're 2.5 inches, so they're nice and big. Very, very nice matte material, and you can get both of those. I think they're $4 a piece or $7.50 for both of them. Again, if you want them, let me know. Those will be an option in the Kickstarter, but you guys have that access first. And of course, the charm bracelets, we have those. Those are $35 a piece, and they have 9 or 10 unique charms that I have selected. I make them myself from the Hunter and the Bringer series. There's only 19 available. They come in the special collector's box with a certificate, and they are numbered. So those are $35. If you live locally, I can give it to you. If I ship them, it's $40 just for the shipping. And all the proceeds are going towards the audiobook, of course. And I've sold 4 bracelets so far, I believe. I think 4. So yeah, so we got 15 left. So don't forget about that. And yes, Kat, I have watched Encanto, and I absolutely love it. I sing Bruno like 72 times a day. I love all the movies. I love all the songs. They're really good. I wish it was a little bit longer. They had a series because I would love to just explore the family a little bit more and the dynamic and everything like that. I do want Isabella is my favorite. I kind of like the pretty bratty girls in shows. I don't relate to them, but for some reason they always tend to be my favorite character, especially when they have growth. And I really like Isabella, and her outfit just reminds me of me so much. So yes, you're right, Amber. Don't tell anybody. But anyway, so yes, I would love an Isabella Funko, but they sold out really fast and now they're really expensive. So hi, Sarah. How are you? I'm trying to convince Sarah to watch Encanto. I did try to watch Hamilton because it's by the same guy, but I watched it and I did not like it. So my apologies on that. I am curious about Into the Heights, though. So I might have to give that a try sometime. I know, Alicia. I know. If my voice was better, we could have a Bruno sing along. So that might be fun to do a sing along sometime. Like I start a song and then you guys can like try to finish it off a little bit. Kind of like we did with the Disney challenge, but you guys have to help. Okay, so again, I was talking about the cool products we have on Patreon, the bracelet, the flowers, and the stickers. If you guys want those, please let me know. I'll give you PayPal information and directions. All that money is going towards the audiobook. The Kickstarter is starting March 1st. I'm doing the final graphics now, and then I'll submit it to be approved by Kickstarter. If it is approved by Kickstarter, then, sorry, my friend Andy was having trouble again with the comments. And after that, we'll get to start advertising, and it'll be open March 1st at 8 o'clock Central Time. And you'll want to get there at launch if you can, or close to it on the first day, because there's an exclusive item that there's only 5 that will ever, well, there's 7 ever made, but 2 of them are already gone for personal reasons. So 5 of them for purchase. Okay. And there's lots of cool bundle deals and stuff that you'll get to get sneak peeks of pretty soon. So you'll probably get sick of me talking about the Kickstarter, but we need to raise the money for the audiobook as soon as we can, because I think our narrators have been patient. They've been wonderful. Plus, I have a contract with them that they need the money by May 1st. So we definitely want to get that for them. But you guys have been a big help starting everything else. So thank you so much for being my patrons, my friends, and wonderful people. Okay, so what we're going to do today, and again, I apologize for my voice. I got this crud going around, is I have my books over here. And seeing them all stacked up. And these are my originals, so some of them are a little beat up because they're like my first copies. Ugh. Here's all 8 of my books right here. Pretty much in order. Hey, yo, how are you? Pretty much in order from publication. Except I put the 200 bringers together. So there's 8 of them. And I'm going to get in, thank you. Those are all the books I wrote. I'm going to get an 8-sided die. And I have 2 different dies. I got these from the local used book and game shop, ASOS Treasury, where I live. And they come with a little figure. Like I got a little cubed bard. Okay. And these are, yes, Courtney. Hi, honey. Okay. They're called pizza dice. So they look like little like Parmesan cheese graters. And you get a free figure with them, a blind figure. Thank you, Joe. So what's so cool about these too is not only the figure and the cool jar, but they give them really pretty colors. So I got like a light lavender and like a silver speckled one. The shop owner jokes that they should have put holes at the top so you could reuse these as actual Parmesan graters, which I think is pretty ingenious. But anyway, I'm going to roll a d6. So we'll decide what book that will lead on. So they're in number order, obviously. And then I need you guys to get your fingers ready after that, because I will tell you how many pages are in the book. And the first number I see after I reveal how many pages are in the book, so you guys get the page number, is the page I'm turning to. And then I am going to roll the 2 d10s and a d8 for lines to see what line I am reading. Okay, so you got all that? First, I'm going to, roll for book. Instead of roll for initiative, roll for book. Then you guys are going to type a number page you want me to read from. I will find it. And I will roll for the line. I will read the line. You guys can give me your thoughts if you want. You can ask me questions about the line or just questions in general. Then I'm going to jot the line down for my purpose. And I'm hoping when April comes around for Poetry Month, I can maybe use my own lines, but kind of rearrange them to make a poem. So fun stuff. And Andy, I know you can't comment, but if you can hear me, then I'm glad you're here, and you can go ahead and comment me on my phone, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. All right, guys, hopefully this is as clear as mud. Let me get my D8s out real quick. Learning these much better as a DM. Okay, do we want gray, or they're hard to see, I know. Do we want gray or purple? So I'll let you guys do a second if you want silver or purple to start out with. Let's see who has the first comment. Silver or purple? Purple. Sarah wins. Okay, so purple first. Okay, so thank you, Joe. All righty. So let's do that first. All right, and I just grabbed my portable dice tray. Oh, you all want purple. Okay. Book 7, which is Monsters and Mortals. Book 2 in my Hunter and Bringer series. Has anybody read this book yet? I know some of you have and some of you haven't, but that's okay. Everybody picked purple. Okay, I might have to do purple a couple times in a row. Okay, this is my thick boy. I know when my agent was we were working on it. She's like, look at that thick spine, girl. She showed me the spine. Okay. And Sarah knows the game. She wants 20. All right, page 20. Man, Sarah's going to beat all of you. All right, so I got page 20. Let me put my Sparkly Stitch bookmark in there. Made a middle. One of my favorite Etsy stores. I don't know if Derek's coughing or laughing. All right. And by the way, the number of pages for this book is 505. It's the biggest. So we get this one with plenty of choices. All right. So let me get my 2 D10s. D10, D10, D10. 1. Oh, yes. I know Kat has read it. Thank you, Kat. Kat is so great, guys. If you weren't here earlier, she's going to do the exclusive alternate cover for Hunter and Bringer. That's going to be a poster print that you can only get at the Kickstarter, which is starting March 1st. So thank you, Kat. I appreciate you being so awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and figure out what line we're doing. No, math. 8. Okay, line 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I'm going to go up just a little bit because it's in the middle of a sentence. All right, so here's the line we selected. And it's an introduction line. I'm Jeremy Derrickton, having to help in any manner you or your well-formed team need and desire. That sounds like Jeremy. That's a good introduction. So he's introducing himself here to the Italian branch of the Hunters, which he is a bringer, by the way. So he is kind of the enemy that they're forced to work with. I'm going to kind of paraphrase, happy to help in any manner you need or desire. Sounds like Jeremy. Okay. All right. Good job, guys. All right. Put that back in this giant stack. Ugh. All right. Like I said, you can ask questions during all this. So don't feel like you have to wait for me. All right. Purple again. We're going to do purple again. 2. That is Spirit Vision, book 2. New Beginnings, my paranormal mystery series for young adults, which anybody can read. It has 246 pages. All right, let's see who's going to get a number first. 246. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate the permission. All right, so what page am I doing, friends? Who's going to have the fast fingers here? Joe's got it this time, 117. Okay, passed it. All right, let's do the line now. Okay, 9, a bit higher. 17. Oh, wait, did I do that wrong? No, 18. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 18. Okay. That was why the cloud on their date brought her sobs that tried with all their power to break through. Okay. So that does not make sense out of context. So this is a date scene. Okay, so cloud. I'm going to paraphrase again. Brought sobs. that her powers. Starry has powers, if you didn't figure that out. The main character. Actually, all three of them kind of do. Tried Hi Socks to break through. Okay, if I'm boring you guys, let me know. You're not going to hurt my feelings. It was just something I wanted to do. All right. Ooh, so there's dating and powers if you haven't read Spirit Vision. If you have read Spirit Vision or the second one, you can raise your hand like Kat did. That's one of my, that actually is my first book series. That was my third book, though. All right, we doing purple again? Purple for the Hufflepuff. I did purple because purple is my favorite color. Since I'm feeling sick, I thought it might make me feel better. My mom got me these pretty barrettes, though. And then I got Mickey here because one of my friends is going to Disney World right now, and I'm so jelly. But I'm glad she's having fun. All right, so purple. Oh, okay. Oh, Amber said it was lagging. If it's lagging for you guys, sorry, just let me know. 8. All right, that's my latest published book, In the Silver Ocean, which is poem, short stories, and an exclusive novella. And this one has 466 pages. It's my second biggest book. All right, so somebody give me a number, please. There's the keyboard warriors here. Oh, you're so awesome, Kat. It's Power Immortals, isn't it, that you haven't read yet? 100. Thank you, Sarah. And this one's poem, so I'm not, like the first part's poem, so I'm not sure what I'm going to find. Oh, no, are we past the poems? Oh, we are. We are past the poems. Oh, Sarah got a happy story. It's the little children's book with my horrible drawings that I wrote for Socks. Oh, all right. So this one I'll probably only need 2 because there aren't that many lines in this one. 6. Oh, Socks, get off, baby. I know it's about you. Okay. But after my dad left 2 hours later, she felt scared, not knowing us as well as her protector, and she hid under the couch for 2 days. Oh, thank you, Courtney. Which book are you talking about, honey? Yes, hi, Socks. And that was true. Socks did good when my dad was here. She is very methodical with her walking around the house and touring it. The second she left, she hid under the couch for 2 days. And then when we were getting ready for bed, and all of a sudden she just came up and laid on us. So it was really sweet. So that's from my poem short story collection. It's got some cute, like, young at heart stories, but also has much more mature content as well. So it's a little bit of everything for everybody. All right, I'll do one more purple and then I'll switch. 5. At least we're all getting different. Another short story poem collection. My second one for my college early teaching years. Fallen Stardust. All right. So this is my college and early teaching years, early married years. All right. So somebody give me a number, please, and thank you. Oh, that tickled my nose. I'll try not to sneeze because I have really loud sneezes. I didn't get any of those cute girl sneezes. 42. Thank you, Joe. Okay. 42. All right. This one doesn't have too many. It's a poem, so. Roll on top of my other dice. Okay. Okay. I'll read a couple lines as they're short. Okay. A cat hopping on a train, paw prints across the paper trail, jungle animals everywhere, but I clean and run around. My hands are stained with colors. Clean, clean is all I do. So this is from a poem called Creative Arts, where I was a assistant for my college teacher, helping preschool teachers how to do like the Cupid Shuffle and make play sets and other stuff like that. Hi, Mama. Let's see. So we did like painting one day. We did dancing. They had to do a skit. It was a lot of fun. I don't know if my director thought so. He was kind of scrambling around. He thought they were going to be like young people who were learning how to be teachers, but they were teachers, like older teachers trying to, I guess, learn more things for their preschool kids. So, and I just barely started college. So I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but he put me up to the task. All right. So let's go ahead and do the next one. 3. Man, why are we getting different ones? Spirit Vision 3, Power of Mortals. I've used Mortals in 2 books. I didn't do that intentionally. And this is the one that a couple, like 2 years ago now, people have been asking, where's the 4th one? And I'm like, oh, I thought people were kind of done with it, but I eventually will get back to it. I wanted to Hunter Bringer for a while. Hi, Socks. Okay, who wants to give me a number? She found a box. She tipped it over. There you go. Oh. You want to give me a number? Really, Socks? You don't need the box. 84. Thank you, Alicia. I forget how small the print is in Spirit Vision compared to the other books. I don't know why. 84. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of pages in this one. Okay. A lot of lines, I should say. Well, that wasn't a very high number. Okay. Elena saw me too late, not being saved from a blast of light, powerful. Sorry, it's about blast of light power that sent her spinning, an astronaut lost in the vastness of space. Oh, I see lots of numbers now. Okay, I'll save those numbers for the next 2. So Elena is a villain in this one, and apparently she's being blasted by light. Elena is actually based on a student of mine. Wonderful young woman. She helped the special education kids a lot with me just because she wanted to. And she wanted to be a book character because I let the others be a book character, and I happily accepted. And even though she's like sweet as pie, she goes, I want to be a demon. And I'm like, okay. So she kind of created her own character, spelled where it's the same as her name. And she became essentially a demon character in my Spirit Vision series. She get introduced in book 2, and she's also in this one as well. So just something kind of fun. Okay, let's roll the dice again. See which book we get. 5. Oh, no, that's Fallen Stardust again. Sorry, I was like, wait, I counted wrong. Okay, Fallen Stardust again, my poem, short story, essay collection from my college and first year of teaching. Okay, so Joe, you had 31. I'm pretty sure it's another poem. Yes. Oh, I love this one. I shouldn't say that about my own poems, but I love this one. Okay. 13. Oh, perfect. Okay. I'll read like 4 lines since, again, they're short. A tale of tense beauty was in store, allowing the caged bird to soar. Twisted tables controlled her strings, the gentle-hearted princess taking the stings. And this is based on one of my favorite animes of all time, Princess Tutu. Where's my Tutu fans at? But, Princess Tutu, highly recommended anime. I know it's a girly name. It is kind of a magical girl / ballet, but it's got beautiful music. It's stunning animation. And I know so many guys that like it too. So I think you guys will absolutely adore. Yeah, Derek's laughing. I don't know what some anime, I guess he's laughing at, but that's okay. Yeah, I knew Sarah has watched some of Tutu. I don't know if she finished it, but yeah, Tutu's great. All right. And I actually sent that poem to Lucy Christian back in the day when her MySpace was like the big thing because she was always updating it and she liked it. So 4. Finally, this one. Okay, this is my first poem short story collection, second book I ever wrote, Sweet Little Dream. And it's from my middle school, high school years. Right here. And I see a 14 from Kat. This is from like my freshman year of high school. The first couple are so bad. My agent's like, no, it shows how you grow as a writer. And I'm like, okay. 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 This was embarrassing. Okay. But when I see you, the words write themselves. I know it's not much. We're from 2 different worlds, and I haven't known you for long. But I must get this feeling out before you may be gone. It's so cliche. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a poem I wrote my freshman year. And it's the opening is actually based on a Sailor Moon couple, like the first 2 lines, not the whole poem. But anyway, because that's how my life works. Okay, so let's see. I guess the first line's not terrible. When I see you, the words write themselves. It's so generic. It's something like Hannah Montana would write. Which I'm not dissing Hannah Montana. I actually rewatched season 3 and then the last season, which I've never seen before yesterday since I couldn't go to school while I was doing all my graphic work for Kickstarter, of course. All right, am I still sticking with the gray dice, guys, or am I going with the purple again? And again, if I'm boring you, just let me know. I don't want to bore anybody. And please, like I said, ask questions. Ask away. All stuffed up. Oh, I do want to. It's hard to see, but there's like this cool design, and I froze my water, and there's like this really cool design in it. It's like a sunburst. It's so cool. My throat's been real dry. Gray or Gary? Got it. 5. Fallen Stardust again. It's all good. One of my favorite short stories is in here. All right, somebody give me a number, please, and thank you. Oh, I just slipped to a fun poem, though. Who's going to be my number celebrity right now? Oh, my hair's frizzy. Sorry. The badger did not do well in my hair today. He tried, though. All right, who has a number for me, please, and thank you? 50. Sarah, you're the number queen. You get you a certificate. Oh, this is a bad one. This is like a really sappy poem. Okay, that's all right. Let's see what we got. 9. 9. I don't want to read this one. It's embarrassing. I think I wrote this supposed to be a song, so I apologize. Okay. Yeah, it's supposed to be a song. Okay. Do it. Okay. All right. It says, oh, heart, heart, my poor, poor heart. It beats so rapidly. I feel my blood. Oh, heart, heart, dear heart. Oh, my heart. It's uncontrollable. It beats your presence rhythm. I was inspired by Japanese music. I got into it around this time. So there's a couple poems like that. So that was embarrassing. But anyway, you can find more embarrassing poems about me in Fallen Stardust. I think there was a line in that poem that was, I want it to be your tomorrow, not your yesterday. I thought it was that poem. Maybe it was a different one. But I remember, hi, Socks. I remember writing that line. Yes, Socks, come around. All right. I'll do gray one more time, then I'll do 2 purple. 7, Monsters and Immortals again. Thick boy. Okay, so this one's 505 pages, guys. So, all right. What number are we going to get? What does the fates have in store? 22. Thank you, Joe. I feel like Joe was like waiting. It's the next page that we say. That's hilarious. All right, line. I'm going to roll them all. 10, 18. Okay. Oh, this is when they're talking about casualties. Let's see. I'll have to go up a little bit because it's middle of the sentence. Flashbacks of my encounter with this described being slammed into my brain, making my head feel crowded and the sounds I knew I should be listening to muffled. Oh, the line right after that's really good. It's a mystery. Hi, Joe. Hope the kids are sleeping well. All right, Sarah, I see your number, so I will use yours next. Sarah and Joe might be competing for the star number award. And Monsters and Mortals is book 2 and Hunter and Bringer. That's the one we're trying to make into an audiobook, if you don't know. I'm sure Kat can tell you lots of stuff about it too. All right, purple dice. Monsters and Mortals again. And I'm 100. Okay. And I even switched dice. That's funny. All right, line. Let's say, Mom, you're more than welcome to suggest. Oh no, one of my dice got scuffed. The number's scuffed off. Oh no. Sorry. 11, 17. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 17. Okay. It worked like a cuff to tell blood pressure, but it also read signs of sudden trauma in the body and alerted the pager I attached to my hip when he woke up. So this is the one that they had an incident where they got hurt, and they're describing some medical treatments that they're doing to the least experienced member of their team that they kind of like feel like is a little brother type character. So she's talking about a device here. Val is the main, the protagonist and the narrator. Talk about like a little cuff that kind of calculates like trauma and things like that. 94. All right. So 94 for cats. All right, like I said, if you guys have any questions about anything, just let me know. I'll start this again. I like this book. I'm just like, wow. Maybe I'll sell more copies. 94 is poems, I think. Is that poems? Oh, yeah. So these are like mini poems I did for coworkers. So this will be interesting. All right. I'm actually just going to do this. Okay. This is called NS. So it's abbreviation for a coworker. The stride of a champion, the soul of a warrior, the smile of a go-getter. Say go and open a new door. Something I used to do back in the day when I used to change schools all the time. Like, I didn't get fired or nothing, but I am going to write that first line now because it actually sounds kind of cool. All right, should I use purple again, guys, or should I use gray? Purple. Thank you, Sarah. Mom, if you're still on, again, I would love to see you give me some suggestions and stuff. Purple, purple, purple. Thanks, Courtney. Thank you, Joe. 6. Finally, I think it's our first one with our actual book we're trying to raise money on. The Hunter and the Bringer. Woohoo! So this one is it's my smallest book. It's 180. It's actually even a little bit smaller than my short story collection. So we need thank you, Kat. We need a number, please. 50? Okay. Okay. I think this is when Jeremy comes into the school for the first time. 10, 14. Yep. Okay. Yep. This is when Jeremy comes into the school for the first time. He's a very snazzy dresser, like top-notch, expensive designer dresser. Her and Lindsay caught each other's eyes and almost burst from the scenes, making quite inhumane squealing noises. Yeah, so they're staring at Jeremy when he comes in the building. Oh, we got a lot of numbers. Okay, awesome. I will save those. Thank you. Again, if I'm boring you guys, just let me know. Just thought I would do something a little bit different. Maybe give you a different taste of my writing or different samples of the book. All right, so purple seems to be everybody's favorite. And that is Hunter Bringer again. Okay, so that's 23. They should be at the facility in this one. Yeah. Okay, so 11, 13, 14. Okay, so this is where Mr. Stillman, who's in charge of the Bringers, and Chief, who's in charge of the Hunters, and Val, the girl on the cover, she works for the Hunters, and Jeremy works for the Bringers. They are going to request of them. So Mr. Stillman's trying to kind of butter them up at this point to do this project together. So this line is, and that is where you, our two best, come into play. Mr. Stillman continued, gifting Darrington and I with a kind half smile and affectionate voice, like he was giving us a great treasure. And Mr. Stillman is basically Mr. Rogers. I based him on Mr. Rogers. So, yeah, that should tell you what kind of. Yeah, I know he's in the monster hunting business, but it's kind of. He's very tenderhearted. Okay, 3. Power of Mortals. And Mom did 75. Okay. Oh, I used to tell people, oh, this print's not that bad. But now that I'm older, kind of like, oh, yeah, I kind of see it. Oh, I want to do the bottom one. You guys mind if I just do the bottom one? I'll do, Mom, I'll do yours next because, oh, this is a good page. Oh, this is fun. Is that okay if I do that? I need a yes from somebody, or I feel like I'm not following my own rules. I just want to read the bottom part of this page. Awesome. Thank you, Sarah. Okay. So this is a battle scene. Starry and some other people are like allies. I won't get into detail who because it spoils it. They are battling basically these ghosts that have gotten possessed by an evil spirit. So they're almost like zombie spirits. And Starry has the ability, something she learns to do, to tell that like how somebody dies, like what age they were, their name, and how they died if she concentrates hard enough. So she's in this battle with a whole bunch of them, and then she just gets flashes of all of these deaths that they had to go through. So I remember making these up. Okay. So we have Ariana, age 19, death by undercooked meat. Maddie, age 28, died of 78, sorry, died of old age and was eaten by her 17 cats. Lizzie, age 40, dead of lead poisoning. Tyler, age 18, died in a motorcycle accident. Sean, age 24, was killed in a bank robbery holdup. Dawn, Jordan, Billy, Jasmine, Brianna, Rebecca, Ben, died, killed, lost, dead, dead, dead. So many names, so many causes, so many lost lives and damaged souls. A scream dripped out of my mouth, my knees caving in on me. Moisture attacked my eyes with a vengeance, the graying world around me, craving my suffering, my punishment for being alive, most fitting to the crowded surrounding me. This was a feast to this zombie army. A treat after all the lonely years, the unanswered questions, the gift of life ripped away from them too soon and unfairly. I wanted to cry for them, to reach out and help every single one of them like I knew I was capable, if given the chance. But the agony in my head was too unbearable. My hands were paling too quickly, a new moon regressing back to a full moon at an unnatural speed. So the names and some of the weirder causes were actually made by some of my middle school students. But yeah, I think being surrounded by all these people who've lost their lives tragically and now they're being possessed and when they're supposed to be resting against their will, I'm sure that'd be very overwhelming if you could see that and feel their emotions like Starry can. So, I hope that was at least kind of a scene that I can write decently instead of like, heart, 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 my poor, poor heart. Writers have a genre. We have a range. Okay. Fallen Stardust again. I guess people are just going to buy this book because like the dice are wanting it. Okay, so now we'll do Mom 75. Ooh, this is okay. I remember this one. I know some of these I went back and I'm like, when did I write that? Ooh, that's a high number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, that's the last 2 lines. Okay. My body is shaking from your fairy tale fashion. Our love is the most powerful passion. That was the lame line. No, I'm kidding. So my body is shaking from your fairy tale fashion. Our love is the most powerful passion. I don't think I literally mean fashion like clothing, but I will write that bottom line down. Yes, Sarah, you're right. The dice do determine everything in the world. Do they have any questions or anything about my writing or life? How many chapsticks I have in my coat pocket? The Kickstarter, entertainment, what I'm excited for. So you can interrupt me anytime. All right, 180 is next, Alicia, so I'll get yours next. It's 5 again. It's Fallen Stardust again. I should just keep it out. Fallen Stardust. Thank you for asking, Sarah. Hold on. Let me pull them out. I can't find them half the time. My coat's behind me. And then I'm like, hold on. Because I was feeling in my pocket earlier. And I'm like, where is it where chapsticks came from? Oh, I got some coins in there too. I got some coins. I got glide gloves, a mask. I think a receipt. There's a chapstick. Is there any more? Hold on. Let me check my other pocket. Brett. I have days where I'm great at cleaning, guys, and I have days I don't. Germex. I do need that. Man, these are deep pockets. I didn't realize how deep my coat pockets were. No, that's it. Okay. I found 5 chapsticks. And two, these belong at school because they're two of my emergency chapsticks at school. I think I still have two more. I found my green beret and I found my Germ-X, which I know why that's in there. I took that out of my purse to go to the doctor. Oh, I love that idea, Kat. I know my friend Julie would love that too. Hunter and Bringer D&D themed game. Yeah. Oh man, is that our next Kickstarter? After we like get all of the audiobooks done, of course, we got to get all those done. That might take a couple years, but that would be fun. If I had enough fan base, I have the best fans in the world. Don't get me wrong, but unfortunately, you know, you need money to fund projects. I would love, of course, to have like a manga version of my series and also to have a movie adaptation or a cartoon version. And then heck yeah, D&D. That would be great. I mean, it's monsters in the real world, so for Hunter and Bringer. And in Spirit Vision is ghosts and spirits in the real world. So I keep being told it's like Ghost Whisperer. I've never seen that. I probably need to, but I'm like, I've never watched it. So people like, you've copied that. I'm like, I didn't mean to. I've read articles before and talked to authors. There's only like 14 actually original ideas in the world. And there's no more. So honestly, anything that is created, they like make maybe a unique twist on it, but a whole brand new story concept, it's not real. So it's just what it is. So I think we all borrow from each other. Don't mean to. As long as you have fun with my books is what matters. And have fun with me. Yeah, I would love that. Although I do have a friend who thinks Netflix screws up adaptations of things. I'd be fine with Netflix is the most popular and profitable. Hulu wouldn't be bad, or Amazon Prime. I'm not really sure. Maybe, but I wouldn't get too picky. I would like to write the script though. If I wrote the script, I think they were able to do a good job in incorporating my world. Then I think no matter what platform I use, it would be decent because at least it would follow the storyline. And then if fans didn't like it, I would know it was because, I gave at least my best shot and portrayed my characters properly. It wasn't because Netflix or whoever messed up the portrayal of my characters. So that's okay. Alrighty. So I think we had 180. Did we just read 180? I'm sorry. My brain is like, no, we didn't. My brain is mush right now. Oh, this is This is from my short story. Yes. Okay. Yes. Alrighty. I might just read this whole page if you're cool with that. So this is from one of my favorite short stories I ever wrote. It's called Tabera War, and it's about a Japanese soldier during World War II. And he is just trying to, like, he's doing his duty in the beginning. He's fighting this war that has nothing really to do with him personally, but he knows it's the right thing to do. And then he gets a mysterious package in the mail, a teddy bear. And he starts having flashbacks from his past, and the bear kind of starts giving him luck in a way, but there's also a price. And it's kind of him going for these motions, realizing what war is and stuff like that. So it's the most research I did for a short story for a long time. My novella obviously beat it, but my novella is much longer. But I really enjoy it. It was my first historical fiction. And to this day, the ending still gets a lot of people. So maybe that's why people, the dice, what you guys look at this book. Okay, so this is a segment from Tabera War. This Kimiko I used to know. I had not seen her since the summer before we graduated middle school. Kimiko was my neighbor, moving a few houses away from mine 3 years prior to our last encounter. She was an ordinary girl in appearance, ordinary face, dull, straight black hair, slightly past her shoulders, a little pudgy and short even by girl standards, but not to the point at being laughable. She had a little pug nose, and her eyes were a lifeless brown similar to mud. She was not ugly, not nor fair beauty, but average, and for a self-centered, going through the start of the dreaded battle named puberty male, average got ignored by these animals called teenage boys. But she was only average in looks in her social class. She shone brighter than any Hoshi in the nighttime Sora and academics and ran over the rest of our peers in sports, not including the athletes, of course. When she ran, she created a hurricane of power one could feel, a cause trail that could not be rivaled. She had a quiet grace, a humble nature, and although she did not have many friends, only because people thought she was either invisible or they were secretly intimidated by her, she was happy with who she was, a trait we all secretly wish we had in ourselves. We would walk to school together sometimes, her always making me extra toast, although I had already eaten some at my own house beforehand. Our walks were casual, discussing school, the latest radio shows, or the weather as we felt the sun warm our cheeks as Tories chirped around us. I could not tell you our conversations or anything we talked about being special, but I remember how she always smiled on those walks, and it was pure, affectionate, so bright that her mud-toned eyes would become as inviting as melted chocolate. I'll leave it at that. Okay. So we'll do a few more. Again, like I said, you guys can ask away any questions you want about anything. Hopefully, again, if I'm boring you, you're not going to hurt my feelings. Okay, we have Hunter and Bringer again. Woo! All right, we need another page number for Jeremy and Val this time. I'm curious. Curious. Yes, Socks is curious too because she's eating her food. Oh, sorry, I'm stuffed up, guys. All right, anyone give me a number? Thank you for the 2 likes, by the way, whoever did that. That was very sweet of you. Love the sound of the dice. 55. Thank you, Kat. Oh, I flipped right to it. Must be fate. Okay. 11. Okay, so this is where they're at the Hunter base. Val's checking in for the day, and she catches her teammate Kessler, who's that sweet little boy next door type in their group I was telling you about. He's a data analyst, so he crunches numbers all day. He's very useful, but the few times I've had to take him in the field, he's just a very nervous wreck. So Val kind of almost adopts him as like a little brother figure. And she's coming in and she's noticing him watching behind a pillar real intently at this cute little redhead intern fixing the copier that they just got. And Val's like, oh, like putting 2 and 2 together. Because Kessler's really shy. So, of course, she's going to have to mess with him. All right. So I'll read a little bit above that so it makes a little more sense. I made a clicking sound like I understood everything that was happening, but was acting unfair as I faced Kessler point blank again, leaning to lower myself closer to his level of sight. Oh, I see we have a new friend. Do you know who she is, Kessler, old chum? He gulped audibly, making me lean my arm on the other side of the half wall he was hiding behind. I felt vindictive for doing this to him, but it was too juicy and fun to see him sweat a little, literally and figuratively. Oh, well, he rubbed the back of his easy breezy copper hair anxiously, looking away from me before lifting his head. We have a new intern joining us in my unit, and Chief wanted me to be her mentor, to show her around. I looked at where she had been moments before and arched my eyebrows, assessing the situation. So I assume you've talked to her then, Mr. Mentor? He wrung his clammy hands together, laughing shyly to himself. Well, I was about to, before I knew we had our debriefing. But well, you see, Miss Hemingway, it's like I see. Well, she is a cutie pie. I'll give you that. I felt myself widening boldly in a smile, and I wasn't sure if I was being supportive or sly. Yeah, she is. I mean, huh? What? All right. And I'll leave it at that. Hi, Courtney. Kessler is really cute. In fact, the narrator actually, he's only got to do a couple of the voices currently. But he said so far Kessler was his favorite to voice because he likes nerdy characters and it reminded him of Peter Parker. And I was like, ah. So that was really sweet. All right, we'll probably do like 2 more. Then we'll end with questions just because my voice is kind of hurting. But I'm having fun. I hope you guys are too. Again, if you're bored with this, it's not going to hurt my feelings. So gray or purple? Or we could do 1 gray, 1 purple. Or if you guys want to pick a book instead, if there's a book you'd rather hear me read from, I'm okay with that. I don't think we read from Spirit Vision. The first book I ever wrote. Gray. Thank you, Courtney. 2. We'll do Spirit Vision 2. New beginnings. All right. Anybody want to give me a number? Onegaishimasu. Very much appreciated. Butterfly, fly away. Got Hannah Montana songs in my head. And now it's Bruno. Yay! Yay, Courtney! Yay, all my friends and fans and wonderful Patreon beautiful stars. I love you guys so much. I love you as much as a Hufflepuff loves being by the kitchen. 60! Thank you, Courtney. Almost slipped to it. Ooh, you got the start of a chapter. Toss a chapter 7. Ooh, that's a high number. Let's see. Okay. I found it. I had to count. Again, these lines are kind of small. Okay. Umbra Grant. I can't read. Umbra grunted. Granted. Umbra grunted, lacing his hand through his spikes as he looked away, embarrassed by all this attention he was getting. I'm just in my nightshirt and gym shorts, Starry. No need to call Tim Gann and sign me up to be a model on Project Runway. Gun! Tim Gunn! Starry corrected him, infuriated as she got right in his face. She could not believe he could not remember the name of her fashion icon. Umbra puffed air into her face, making her back away. Whatever. He was not sure why he was in such a foul mood or so tense. The day was perfect for running, the wind gentle and refreshing, cheering the runners on. Still, there was a presence in the air, an unseen eye seeming to follow him. It made him on the edge, wanting to go on guard duty. Trying out for some stupid high school team felt ridiculous right now. He didn't want to work with idiotic, self-centered humans. Oh, wait. I am one now, he recalled. He flicked the thought away with the wave of his wrist. Umbra tapped his shoe on the ground as he glared sideways to ask about something that had been bothering him. And why exactly are you here? Starry gulped, her nerves tying in knots as she followed Umbra's gaze. It was not directed at her, but behind her. Starry was now in the middle of a stare down between Umbra and Chloe. Okay. So that scene is subtle, but it does spoil some things from the first book, so I don't want to reveal it. But it does give us some fun attitude, and of course it mentioned Tim Gunn, because I love my Tim Gunn. My mom can vouch for that. He really is my fashion icon. All right, so either I can roll the purple dice for our last one, or if anybody wants to say a book title in here, I'll pick that one. Then I'll do a few announcements, and I guess I'll let you guys get some sleep. Again, I hope I didn't bore you. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I want to know what kind of content you guys like. If you ever have suggestions for interactive games we can do, please, please, please let me know. I have like monthly themes, but as for video themes, because I know Q&A sometimes we run out of things to say. And this is a problem that a lot of people I know have. Not, I'm not saying you guys are, but one day it might happen. I hope not, but one day. Feel free, because we are a community. We're a galaxy together. So you guys can put if you want a dice, or if somebody suggests one of my 8 book titles, I'll read from that one. And we'll see what happens from there. All right, so it's up to you guys. You decide my fate. And yes, I've got ice. Ice, ice, baby. That was the last song I danced to at my prom. Vanilla ice, ice, baby. Alicia, that's your favorite part. Oh my goodness, you're funny. Okay, so Alicia, I'll read that last question. If it's appropriate, I'll have to go back and look, but I will. Sarah, I'll roll the purple dice first, and then we'll do Alicia's favorite section. 7, Monsters and Mortals. So let me get both the books out. And remember, as of currently, these are the book series we're supporting, along with the new book that's coming out. We'll also go with the series. Okay, so I need a number. This one has 505 pages. I need a number. Oh, thank you, Alicia. That's sweet. I was teasing you, girl. I'm glad you like that part, though. I need a number. Call me, beat me, if you want to reach me, if you want to page me, it's okay. I need Kim Possible's number. Man, how many times she could help me out in a jam? Or take me with her. All right, everyone give me a number. Por favor, Onigai. 444. Ooh, I like it, Joe. Like it, like it, like it. You picked a good scene, my friend. All right. I can just read this page. It's got some cuss words in it, so I apologize in advance, but you guys are adults, so I didn't want to warn you. Okay. The hunter guard noticed this, but didn't say a word, looking more surprised than anything. You've got this, my goddess of badassery, but let us talk of small, simple, and joyous things until we arrive. He looked ahead, grinning saucily, but I knew that grin was meant for me. Are we allowed to even talk? I asked out loud, glancing around, but not making eye contact with anyone. I felt like a child seeing if the coast was clear before running away. The hunter just sat there behind us on the navy couch set, hands folded under his chin, his wide-eyed gaze burning a hole into my skull, but he didn't speak or budge. Doesn't seem to be a problem. Jeremy's smile got so big I could see all of his flawless white teeth. He wiggled his eyebrows, rotating slightly in his chair to look behind us. Let's test it and liven this place up a bit. I held my ears and shook my head vigorously. Dear Lord Darrington, have a heart and let's give Hannah Montana a rest. I was exasperated by the mere thought. The yellow belly stood up a little in his seat, tapping out a rhythm on his armrest and humming a tune that sounded familiar. I was fascinated by the mystery of the melody he crafted, my attention on my seatmate. Then in a pianissimo volume, silky words came into play. Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. Been searching in the dark, your sweat soaking through the floor. My mouth formed a perfect O, gawking at the happy-go-lucky sounding soloist and alluring man performing. Greatest Showman? That's what you pick? His reply was to continue singing the song. Once he got to the end of the stanza, he gave a gleeful expression and searched my eyes deeply. Of course, it's one of the best modern musicals ever. Hugh Jackman is a triple threat and makes my male crush organs tingle. Oh, thank you, Kat. I'm glad you got to join us. Thanks, dear. And again, Kat's the one doing the alternate cover. that's going to be for sales, an exclusive item for the Kickstarter, which is March 1st, if you need a reminder. And she's just awesome. So thank you, Kat. Mwah. Your shining star, dear. Get some sleep. All right, Alicia, you want the last question. Okay, here we go. Okay, so in the back of this one, I have a Q&A between Val and Jeremy. This one has part one of like a training video they're doing with questions that a local high school class I work with, asked. And then part two will be in the new book. And it's got the same similar antics as well. Thank you, Courtney. Love you, doll. Get some rest, you, hun. Okay, so question 15. What physical feature do you wish you could change about yourself? Val. A lot. I really don't think I'm that pretty. Jeremy. Valda Hemingway, truly, you are the most divine creature on the planet. You're perfect. Never doubt that. Val. Can we move on? Jeremy. Valda, are you blushing? Oh, I think you are. Shut up, Darrington, Val says. Jeremy. I mean, the universe knows I'm perfect in every way, especially with my dripping good looks. Val. You're such a pig. Goes to chop Jeremy in the neck. Jeremy. Whoa, babe, stop. We just go so well together. Ah! He falls off, shielding himself. Narrator. And I think we're done here. Thank you, everyone, for reading the Q&A session conducted by Val and Jeremy. I'm glad I got to share this experience with them. In the background. Narrator ducks from a flying chair with a loud crash and hears Jeremy pleading from the background. Narrator. What chaos have I unleashed in the world? Thank you, everybody who submitted questions for this feature. You guys rock. Okay, thank you guys. Again, if you like this, great. You can send me emails. You can comment on here. If not, again, same thing. I'd rather know and not keep repeating myself if you don't want something. Because this community, although you are helping me with my dream, it is now our dream. And I want you to be happy above all else. Because that's what makes me happy. It gives me the strength to keep going and achieve my goals. So again, Kickstarter is March 1st. So save your calendars for that. Starts at 8 o'clock and it goes on until April 4th, also ending at 8 in the morning. And there'll be lots of updates and stuff. So you'll be able to look at the items. You can always ask me for questions. If you want the money to go towards the goal, you do have to pay on Kickstarter. I know some people who are comfortable with that. I have 2 people who are actually giving me money, and then I'm pledging to myself, which is kind of silly. You're welcome, Alicia. Anytime. Sorry, my voice is raspy. I'll do it better. My voice is better. I can really get into it. Sorry, sidebar. Back to Kickstarter. But if you don't feel comfortable using the Kickstarter, although it's a very safe program, and they won't take money out until April 5th if we reach our $1,800 goal. If we don't, then you don't owe me anything. But then we probably won't have an audiobook, to be honest. So that would be sad. But hopefully we can do it. And there'll be items that you can get just on there as well, which I'm really excited about. So hopefully we'll spread the word and spread the love and get Hunter and Ringer ready for audiobook. Hopefully they'll get some more fan base, and the next year we'll keep going and get the second one. This one will take longer because it's much bigger. But I'm looking forward to that. Don't forget about the bracelet or the roses or the stickers that we have on our Patreon store if you're interested in that. And I think that's pretty much it. Tomorrow is a good day for nerds. So the Pokemon Arceus comes out tomorrow for Switch. We already pre-ordered, which that's exciting. So it's going to be a new style of Pokemon play. So Derek and I are excited for that. And also Critical Role, the Amazon Prime series, is premiering tomorrow. So woohoo! Good day to be a nerd tomorrow. All right, guys. Well, I will let you go. I'll put this on my Facebook and my Patreon, so you guys can watch it later, or people who missed it can watch it as well. Again, any thoughts at all for the future, for things we can do to spice up our Q&As, just let me know. I would be happy to do that. Also, Shining Stars, I'm going to be contacting you. So I know Joe and Sarah, Mom, you guys are all Shining Stars. So if you can give me a recommendation for one of your favorite books, I will talk about it in a video next week. It will not be a live video, but I will be talking about it and, of course, tagging you in it. And there is a poll for which backpack I should use next on the Patreon, just for the Shining Stars tiers. So if you have not done that, please do that before January 31st. And then February 1st, I will reveal the winner and be using that as my backpack for at least the next month or so. At least. All right, everybody rest well. Mwah. Know you're awesome and dazzling, and I love you very much. And I'm sorry that my voice is not fun and I'm all stuffed up. But you guys just stay safe out there. All right, take care. Bye. Make sure to contact me, guys. Love ya.